What's not as good as it used to be? At my age of 50, I was able to easily remember, and being a grown man, nearly everything was better, in general in our world before September 11, 2001, everything from too much technology being misused. The freedoms from mass surveillance, our very own privacy no longer exists. I held out of trying to keep my existence from being on everyone's computer and phone by not getting a phone until 2 years ago. I only got one because it became impossible to conduct certain business, and connecting with my young children and family. Information just exploded from that point on. Cars. I mean, they're more reliable and high-tech and all, they're just so damn boring. Everything is silver or black. Cars used to be green, yellow, blue, orange, every color of the rainbow and every shade of every color. And even with the fun cars today, because power steering is now electric and manual shifters are connected by cable instead of bolted directly to the transmission, you don't get the same feel of being able to directly control what the car's doing. It's like driving a video game steering wheel. Summer vacation. Now that most of us are in university, we only get about 2-3 weeks off. During elementary we had about 2.5 months off, those were the best days. Playing outside for hours on end until the sun set, getting dirty without worrying. Getting home at 9 p.m. to take an ice bath and sleep in Mario covers. There is nothing like the nostalgia of being a kid during the summer. God, how I miss it. I could say so many more things that I miss about summers in the 2000s. Crisps. When I was growing up and we used to visit South Africa, there were these little limited edition toys you could get in a packet of crisps. I distinctly remember there being Beyblade spinning tops and Dragon Ball Z metal character plates that people would collect. And you didn't need any crazy battle system or rules. You'd just be like, I'm sorry my guy, but we both watched the same DBZ and you know damn well that Vegeta can beat Krillin to within an inch of his life. My degree of hope for the future. My belief climate change can be averted or mitigated. My mental health. Access to medical care. Life in Canada. The Canadian dollar. The cost of life. The cost of relationships. The cost of having a home. The cost of having a family. The odds a marriage lasts. I could go on and on. Society in general. No one seems to give a damn about anyone else these days. You see someone getting assaulted, what you do? You pulled out your phone and record it, not help or intervene in any way. You could argue that recording it may help with evidence to identify the person, but really, 20 people recording and watching and then posting it on FB, Hollywood. I'm tired of 6 movie franchises that don't need them, reboots of movies that don't need them, an overall lack of willing to experiment. I do at least have glimpses of hope. I just saw Oppenheimer and that is a movie that felt like it actually wanted to be different and is being rewarded for it. My iPhone used to charge pretty quickly when I plugged it into my car charger, now it basically charges as fast as the battery depletes, and I'll get out of the car after a long drive and see my iPhone is still at the same or lower percent as it was when I plugged it in. Toys. They are less creative because they're all IP bullshit since the entertainment industry is creatively bankrupt right now. They're cheaply made and break easy. They're more expensive than they've ever been. The 90s early 2000s were goated for toys. Bullying. Now it's just uninteresting and unoriginal. You'll get the occasional one that gets into it and actually puts in effort. Most of the time it's just the same terms over and over now. Gets boring and old. If you're gonna be an asshole, at least be funny. Fireworks shows. Back in the 80s, we'd go to the Peachtree Road race finale, and the explosions would rock the ground beneath your feet. Went to a baseball game last night, and it might as well have been amidst showers of sparks. Oiled up ass sex with my wife. Now that we're both in our 70s, everything's loose and saggy. That old shithole doesn't get love from my thick 8.5-inch grandpa cock anymore. Cadbury eggs since they changed the chocolate, Cadbury scandal. Cartoons. They just don't make them like they used to. I remember waking up Saturday mornings to watch them only to have to wait a whole week for the follow-up. Good times. That's exactly how I remember it. I'm 31 and I remember it being goddamn delicious in my childhood. I didn't know if it was just nostalgia telling me it was good or not. Pork chops, they were way fattier and richer tasting, left copious amounts of grease, and can it's great they're healthier now, but at what cost? Oh, the humanity. Every fast food and pizza place. It all went to shit and tastes so bad. I miss when Little Caesars was good. And things was cheap. $1 items need to come back now. Appliances used to last a decade or so. You'll be lucky to go 2 years without something going wrong these days. Phones as well. Hate to say this, But video games. Gonna get my old man on and say that popular music sounds worse today due to modern recording and production techniques. It's all very loud and very compressed. Turtles chocolates used to have hard caramel that could stick your teeth together. They were hard to eat and awesome. Now they're all soft and disappointing. McDonald's French fries, they were so delicious when I was a kid. It saddens me watching my son eat his fries knowing they aren't as good as they used to be. Laundry washing machines. Bring back the old school Speed Queen with an agitator and to hell with the new water energy efficient blah blah blah. Netflix. It used to have basically everything, now it's just horrible original series and a couple good ones that get cancelled after 2 seasons. Hamburgers, fries, ice cream. Pretty much anything that used to be made from real food. If I want a soda, I go to a south of the border store, Little Caesars Pizza. The $5 hot and ready pizza never is hot and ready, and it's not even $5 anymore, the price has gone up. At least here. Kraft macaroni and cheese. I bought a box a few years ago and it was bland. It definitely is not the same Kraft I grew up eating. Sex with my partner. He knows my body extremely well and can make me finish in 2 minutes when our sex used to last up to an hour. My mental health and me being able to say that I haven't tried to kill myself, also being able to say I want to live and grow up. I'm getting real here for a second. Love. Relationships. People. Technology among other things have ruined relationships. Television shows. They used to have 26 episodes a season. They used to be about something other than pushing an agenda. Weed. It's more potent nowadays. But I realized that it always gave me anxiety and I didn't need it in my life. Anything made by a corporation, steep quality, and quantity decline. Food, tools, services, subscriptions etc. etc. College sports. One and done. Transfer portal and opting out of games has made it way worse than in its heyday. Restaurants in general. Mostly the quality of the food and increase in prices. Almost never worth it anymore. Chinese food. It used to be fresh ingredients and truly delicious. Now it's just more frozen crap heated up. Kraft mac cheese. I'd give its meat or the recipe, but I swear the non-cheaps version used to taste better. College. Used to be this intellectual pursuit that set you up for life. Now, the debt is set for life. French fries. They're all shoestring or fried so their surface is just potato moon craters or skin on. Quality of life. Went from pores filled hunter-gatherer to trying to think up fucking post on Reddit. My life. My security in all areas, mental, financial, relational. Shit got real this year. Help. Cadbury eggs. 35 years ago they were amusing. Now I won't touch them with a 10-foot pole. Opioids and some other drugs since they have lost their magic after abusing them too often. Subway, Welch's grape juice, Lunchables, Kraft mac and cheese, Pizza Bites, Hot Pockets, Fruity Pebbles cereal. I guess it remains the same, and it's just me grew out of it. Life in Russia. Now from any adopted law you can either be in prison or mobilized. The good old days. They seem to be getting worse with each passing generation. How things are made. Craftsmanship has greatly dwindled in the past few decades. My enlarged prostate. I can't have popping orgasms anymore. It really sucks. Most things. Everything is designed and built with planned obsolescence now. Eating at restaurants in general. Everything is more expensive yet less good. Wonder Bread. I felt like I was eating a cloud. Now the bread tastes stale. Video games. All this DLC, subscriptions and paywall stuff is out of hand. NBA. Gotta watch that Jordan GOAT video to put LeBron back in perspective. Coke and Pepsi, back when they used actual sugar and carbonated up the ass. Sex. Don't hate, we all know it was better when we were less responsible. Respect for they for other humans. It's Amy World. Some foods at fast food restaurants. For example McDonald's fries. Meth. But I'm sober now so it doesn't matter to me anymore. Anyway, juicy fruit gum. They added stevia to it. Now it tastes like soap. Vacuums. They're so expensive now and can't even pick up crumbs. Freedom of speech. Careful what you say and to whom you say it. Everything. As Irreversible put it, time destroys everything. Maybe it's just BC I'm an adult now, but kids shows and toys. Appliances, like microwaves. They used to last for decades. Humor. Too many people are unable to laugh at themselves. Appliances. Why don't they last as long as they used to? Crying face. Barks root beer. It used to have bite. Now it doesn't. Wasn't slime the ultimate measure of success back then? The climate. I miss kick-ass winters in New England. Life. Remember when you were young and hope? Me too. Better question, what is as good as it used to be?